Hello guys, welcome to Learning with Prep Class. I am VC and I am a prep class tutor. In this video, I'll be solving questions 31 to 35 of the Aqua Pre-Vocational Studies Agricultural Science for the year 2015. Okay, so have you subscribed to this channel? If you haven't done so, do so right now to get access to more videos like this that will help you in preparation for your examinations. Okay, so let's begin. So the first question is question 31. Crops produced essentially for animal consumption are called dash crops. A. Annual. B. Forage. C. Field. D. Chain. So which of the following options is correct? So forage crops are the crops that are grown specifically to be grazed by livestock. These are crops that are grown for animal consumption. So the answer is forage crops. Crops produced essentially for animal consumption are called forage crops. So the correct option here is option B, forage. Check. Question 32. A and silage are examples of dash. A. Concentrate feed. B. Supplement feed. C. Roughage feed. D. Basal feed. First of all, we need to know the meaning of each of these types of feed to be able to answer this question. So A is concentrate feed. There is no feed that is called concentrate feed. So we are just going to learn the meaning of supplement feed, roughage feed, and basal feed. Okay, so what are supplement feeds? Supplement feeds are additives for farm animals that can't get the nutrients they need from their regular food. These supplement feeds provide extra nutrients for these animals. It often includes vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, and so on. Okay, so the next one is roughage feed. Okay, so roughage feed are animal feeds that have high concentration of slowly degradable fiber. This includes pasture grasses, hays, silage, root crops, straw, and corn stalks. So this means that roughage feed is our answer, right? Okay, but before we answer the question, let's just find out the meaning of the last option, which is basal feeds. Okay, so basal feeds are concentrated sources of energy and are especially rich in starches and sugar. They include the whole group of grains, examples like wheat, maize, oats, and so on, and the byproducts of these grains. Okay, so this means that the correct option is option C, roughage feed, because A and silage are examples of roughage feed. So the correct option here is option C. Check. Question 33. A seed that has been lying in the ground without germinating is said to be dash. A. Sleeping. B. Resting. C. Dormant. D. Dead. Okay, so a seed that has been lying in the ground without germinating is said to be dormant. Dormant seeds do not germinate in a specific period of time under a combination of environmental factors that are normally conducive to the germination of non-dormant seeds. So a seed that has been lying in the ground without germinating is said to be dormant, not sleeping, resting, or dead. It's not dead. It is just dormant. Okay, so the correct option here is option C, dormant. Check. Now to the next question, question 34, it says, which of the following farming system is most suitable in a school farm where there is no enough land for agriculture? A. Crop rotation. B. Mixed farming. C. Mixed cropping. D. Shifting cultivation. Okay, so we are looking at a situation here. So we want to find out the farming system that is most suitable for a school farm that has no enough land for agriculture. So which of these options is correct? So here is what we are going to do. We are going to find out the meaning of each of these farming systems, and then we'll see if it is suitable in a small school farm or not. Okay, so the first one is crop rotation. Crop rotation is a process of growing different crops in succession on a piece of land in a specific period of time without impairing soil fertility. Okay, so this has to do with growing crops in succession, that is one after the other. So you can plant cotton this year, plant groundnut next year. Okay, you are growing the crops one after the other. This can be suitable in a small farm because there is not enough land on this school farm. Crop rotation is suitable. Okay, so they can decide to grow a crop this year, grow another next year. Okay, so crop rotation is suitable. So what about mixed farming? Mixed farming is a type of farming which involves both the growing of crops and raising of livestock. So to do these two on a farmland, then it means that the farmland has to be large. Okay, so mixed farming is not suitable because you need a large area of land to be able to do these two together, for you to be able to grow crops and to raise livestock. Okay, so you need a large area of land. So mixed farming is not suitable for this kind of school farm. Okay, so what about mixed cropping? Mixed cropping is a type of agriculture that involves planting two or more plants simultaneously, that is, at the same time, in the same field. For example, planting both millet and cowpea on the same farmland. So this will not be suitable for this school farm because it's small. It has not enough land for agriculture. Okay, so for you to be able to do mixed cropping, you need a large area of land because you're growing two or more crops at the same time. In this school farm, there is not enough land for agriculture, so mixed cropping is not suitable. Then the final option, shifting cultivation. This is a system of cultivation in which a plot of land is cleared and cultivated for a short period of time, then abandoned and allowed to revert to producing its normal vegetation while the cultivator moves on to another plot of land. So this is not suitable as well. You need to have a lot of land for you to say, oh, let me abandon this one and then move on to another one. So this school farm does not have enough land for agriculture. So shifting cultivation is not a suitable farming system in this school farm. So the suitable farming system for this school farm is crop rotation. So they can decide to grow these crops in succession. Grow cowpea this year, grow millet next year. Okay, so crop rotation is the most suitable farming system in this school farm where there is no enough land for agriculture. So the correct option here is option A. Check. Now to the final question in this video, question 35. It says the botanical name of maize is dash. A. Oryza sativa. B. Citrus species. C. Hibiscus species. D. Z maize. Okay, so of all of these options, we need to find out the one that is the botanical name of maize. Okay, so citrus species, which is option B, there is nothing like citrus species. So we're going to find out the common name for Oryza sativa, hibiscus species, and Z maize. Okay, so Oryza sativa is the botanical name of rice. Hibiscus species is a genus of flowering plants in the mallow family, Malvaceae. Okay, so these are flowering plants. Okay, what about Z maize? Z maize is the botanical name of maize. So this means that option D is the correct answer. The botanical name of maize is Z maize. So the correct option is option D, Z maize. Check. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're able to learn a lot. Please don't forget to like and comment on this video. Also, subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this that will help you in preparation for your examinations. You can also join us on WhatsApp by clicking on the link in the description below. Till I come your way next time. Bye.